Alright, there's another video for 1HT about the scientific notation. In my previous video I explained how to write a number down like that in the scientific notation. And here I'm going to show it to you again. If you want to write this down the scientific notation, then first I write down this symbol, because I'm going to round it off. And then you always you write down the first digit, which is a 3, and then you always round off the 2 decimal places. So I'm going to write down a 6 here, and because it says a 2 here, but an 8 there, it's going to become a 3, so 2.63. Then you have to write down times 10, and then you have to fill in a power there. Now you get that power by counting how many places the point moves. The point was over here, now the point is there, so we're just going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you get 3.63 times 10 to the power of 7. Because we rounded this off, you have to use the wavy equal sign. So these two numbers are approximately equal. Now the more zeros you have, the more useful the scientific notation is. Because now the difference isn't that big, but if there were like 30 zeros here, and you don't want to write them down, you can use the 10 to the power of something. Well, this is what I explained in my previous video. In this video I'm going to tell you how to do this with a very small number. It's basically the same, but now we get a negative power. So what we're going to do is we're going to start here and just look what the first digit is that we see. So the first digit we see is an 8. We're going to write that down, and then we're going to write down 2 decimal places. So 1, 7. Right? This is a 2, so the 7 just stays a 7. And this 2 we're just going to ignore, and all other digits that might be there, we're just going to ignore that. And then times 10, and then we count how many places the point moved. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, also 7. But now you're going to write down to the power of minus 7. Okay, so at the end of the video I explain why you can also have a minus here. But for now you can also just remember that if you have a very big number, you get a positive power, and if you have a very small number, so 0 point and then something, you use a minus here. Okay? I'm going to do 3 more examples here. Here we have 0.00000027. So if you want to write that down in the scientific notation, the first digit you see is a 2. So I'm going to write down 2.7. I only have 1 decimal place here, so that's fine. And then times 10 to the power of something. So we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and because it's a very small number, you write down minus 6. The next one is also a small number. Here we have 0.000400162. Okay, well you write down the first digit that you see, so that's a 4. Okay. So you don't do anything with the 1.62, you don't do that. You do 4 and then 0.02. Because this is a 6, this one goes 1 up. And then times 10 to the power of. And then we have to count. The point was here, and now the point is there. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 places. So you write down to the power of minus 4. And here's another big number. Right? So we write down the first digit, which is a 3. So 3 point, and then we have 5, and this becomes a 2, so 5, 2, times 10 to the power of, and now we count the other way around. So with a small number you start counting here, right, and with a big number you start counting here, because the point is actually there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, well 7 again. So we have 3.52 times 10 to the power of 7.